Hey Megtoes, this is Vention. Just kind of wondering what I'm gonna do with all these old preps when I decide to expatriate to Cambodia. Generators and batteries, yeah. Bunch of old vacuum packed rice, yeah. Quite a pile of stuff. Not to mention the old scooter. I just wanted to quickly discuss uh, what is happening currently in the whole Bitcoin thing. We've got the segregated witness user activated soft fork, right? That's basically all the users, or a lot of them, including myself. We've basically come up with a client which will enforce segregated witness on the Bitcoin blockchain, and basically that will force the miners to adopt segregated witness. But of course, they're saying some of them are saying, "Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a hard fork over to Bitcoin Unlimited or some shit like that, right? Some stupid stuff like that." Well, the thing is, with this whole segregated witness thing, um, basically, what we're dealing with are not people, right? We are dealing with basically just corporations. Here's my old camper. I don't know if you guys remember this thing from last year. I don't think I'll be able to save this thing. It's too rotten. I'm gonna have to tear it down, unfortunately. But I had a good trip with it. My old camper shell. Anyway, got my mulberry tree growing here. Got a cherry tree, a couple of cherry trees, apples, plums, good times. But anyway, the thing with this segregated witness thing is that we're dealing not with human beings. We are dealing with faceless, inhuman corporations. They are absolutely obligated to maximize their profits any possible way they can, legal or illegal, moral or immoral. And if for example the CEO makes a decision that that would decrease the profits of the corporation in order to be a good corporate citizen, then the shareholders of that corporation would be able to ass launch him out of his CEO position and and basically replace him. So that is the reason why they've been so bullheaded in adopting segregated witness up until just now, all the way up to the present. The reason is that they can't, right? These corporations, they absolutely have to maximize their profits, and if they don't, the management of the corporation will be fired, and then basically the new manager will then do what he can to maximize the profits. So we're in a situation where now they are, I mean, they're still dragging their feet. They're using this underhanded method of mining, this ASIC boost mining thing, where they're getting more bitcoins per kilowatt of electricity, and they cannot let that go. They can't give it up until they must, right? And when the user activated soft fork activates, they will do what is in their best interest profit-wise, who cares about pride and posturing and stuff like that? They may say right now, oh, we're not going to do it, you know, but just as they could not adopt segregated witness back last year when it looked like they should have, and because we didn't know about the ASIC boost back then. But anyway, when they didn't adopt it, okay, well, basically they have to adopt it as soon as August 1st rolls around, because most of the network will no longer support their underhanded method of mining. Only segregated witness will be allowed to go through. So they can then either fork Bitcoin over to another chain like Bitcoin Unlimited, but only like 5% of the Bitcoin people want that. and as a result, the price of that coin the Bitcoin Unlimited coin, they call it China coin, the price will just be in the toilet, right? Because nobody will want it. So it'll be like maybe $70 a coin or something. But then once Bitcoin has segregated witness and the Lightning Network is being built and all that, that's going to cause a tremendous surge in confidence in Bitcoin. And then, man, the sky's the limit. I would not be surprised to see $5,000 Bitcoins by the end of the year. So it may look a little shaky and there's some uncertainty, but people who understand this thing, they are pretty confident that we're not going to be having that much of a problem going forward. So that's good news. Other than that, man, since I'm sort of emotionally disconnected from the homestead and all that good stuff, and I am yeah, let me show you the horrible shame of my hugelkultur bed out there. Nothing's planted, just weeds. I got some fruit trees going. My dad put some strawberries in, and he's got a little garden on the other side of that fence, but my planter gardens, they're just nothing but weeds. When I've sort of pretty much decided that I am not going to be staying here long term, I kind of lost my mojo in a lot of the maintenance of the place. So basically, yeah, going forward, I fully intend to be expatriated somewhere and living comfortably on my accumulated wealth from Bitcoins and from selling the house. So the result is I'm not really into the gardening, but I should be moving to day shift real soon, like within a couple weeks, and then I'll come home from work and I'll be awake and then I'll be able to do a few things before it's time for me to crash. So I might yet do a little bit of something around here. So okay, well, that's about it, guys. So what I'm saying mostly in closing is that people are worried about the miners adopting segregated witness because they are under the impression that the entities we're dealing with are human beings, but they are not. They are just robotic, inhuman corporations, and they are absolutely obligated to maximize the profits of the shareholders. They must. So therefore they cannot accept anything but ASIC boost until the environment changes, and then they can either waste the same electricity for mining a version of Bitcoin that is worth a fraction of the value of the segregated witness coin, or they can put their tremendous mining and hashing power behind segregated witness and make very good money as the price of Bitcoin skyrockets once segregated witness and the Lightning Network are adopted with Bitcoin. So it makes no sense for them to not go with segregated witness. So I suspect that the posturing that they're doing is just that. That's all. That's free. But when it starts costing them money, they will not. They will not fail to adopt segregated witness. They might even let us hang for a couple of weeks, but they're going to be on board, and then the sky's the limits, guys. If you're into Bitcoin, I bet you're smiling right now. It's doing pretty good today, and those of you who have not gotten into Bitcoin, it's not too late. It seems to double in price about every 10 months or so historically. So I would recommend it, although this is not financial advice. I'm a diesel mechanic, not a financial advisor. So that's about it. Oh, and don't get married.